Hello there Sim Racers, I am the Sim Racer. Welcome to today's video where we jump into the new Automobilista 2 build by Racin Studios. We are going to be checking out the final pieces of content that were released for the Racin USA Part 2 DLC, namely Road America with its updated AI and the 1995 spec Champ cars, or the Formula USA Gen 1 models as you will find they're called in the sim title. We're going to do a 10-minute race. We're going to start at the back of the grid and we're just going to see how much fun we can have throwing around these old school Champ cars around the wonderful Road America circuit. So come and join me after the intro, out on track. Okay, here we are. Rolling start at Road America in the 1995 spec Champ cars that have just been released for Automobilista 2. These American open wheelers, which are listed as the Formula USA Gen 1, are the last cars to be added to the Racin USA Part 2 DLC pack, which also included this beautiful version of Road America and Cleveland, the flat and uninspiring airport circuit that produces some of the best racing you can have. But we're going to focus on Road America because I love this circuit. And we are going to be talking about these older spec Champ cars because I find that these are the best of all the new Formula USA spec open wheelers that got released with the Racin USA DLC. I like the look of them. They're slightly squarer, slightly boxier. Remind you of late 80s F1 cars. But they got slightly less power, which makes them actually, fun enough, whoa, more fun to drive. I find I struggle with the speed at which everything happens in an open wheeler. And with the later spec Champ cars with nearly 1,000 brake horsepower, I really struggle to keep up and not get overwhelmed. But these here now, they're in the high 700s brake horsepower wise. They are far more drivable. They're more manageable, more predictable. And for me, far more enjoyable to race. Yeah, as I say, I just like the overall look, feel and sound of them. But if you've got the skill and the ability to keep up with the big 980 spec latest gen Champ cars, then you will be in for an absolute treat of a driving experience. So we are, of course, in the very latest Automobilista 2 build. There'll be a little box out telling you exactly which version that is because it's constantly changing. The numbers getting so long that an old man like me can't remember all the digits. But there are a few good things in this new build apart from the extra content, is that they have sorted out the AI issues around Road America. I wanted to make a video about this track before, but trying to find a decent setup so the AI didn't do odd things at odd times was just, quite frankly, fruitless. Fantastic to lap in a hot lap way, but just wasn't fun to race at. Well, they've redone the AI, they have a new fast line. So they attack the circuit more now. They have a better racing line, and when you crank the AI up higher, they pose a really stiff challenge. But you can go a bit more side by side, wheel to wheel now, and everything's just that little bit more realistic now, more immersive when you're racing with the AI. So thank you, Reza, they got to the bottom of that. Now the AI are a little slow on here, but I've turned the AI down because you want to try racing these while talking about them. I don't have the mental capacity to do both, so I've just tweaked the AI down so I'm actually in and amongst them all, so you don't just see me going around a circuit on my own. Oh, squeezing! But again, see, look, they're aware of you now. They don't crash into you, bash into you as they did before. You can actually race around this circuit now. For the purposes of this video, I set the AI to 78 and the aggression to 50. But if I was racing them, they'd be up in the 90s, and what a challenge they pose. And when you pull a move off, it's really satisfying. And if you don't pull it off cleanly, they will fight back. So all those that tried Road America when it first came out and were disappointed that it wasn't a very good experience to race on, try it, load it up with your favourite cars again, and you should find now that it races as well as it laps. Oh. But again, they've made some other changes now. Is that they've better modelled the elasticity in the drivetrain. So, you know, when the cars are going over bumps and undulations, you get that wobble as all the components are stressed as they go over the bumps and ripples and things in the circuits. And that comes across also in the updated sounds. You can hear the wobble. You can feel it rather. Father force feedback as well. Oh. Nice pass. But remember, these are, you know, older cars, no traction control, no ABS. So driver inputs are important. And I don't know what AMS2 do, their track surface, the mesh of it, the detail of it. But the cars and the track really work together beautifully to combine and to give you such a fantastic driving experience. Oh, I feel really alive through my AccuForce direct drive wheel, you know? It's just... There's something about these cars. Oh, tuck it in. You feel all the curbs, all the different types of curbs even. It's all accurately modelled in the physics, comes out via the wheel beautifully. Doesn't this look absolutely beautiful? And give it a few days, and the modding community will be coming out with all the period correct skins and liveries. Just keep an eye on the race department website. That's usually where I go to find these and grab the liveries I want. Blocked me there, he blocked me. We're going to outbrake him. Oh. Remember, I say, I've got the AI turned down a little bit just so I can have a bit of fun while I'm talking, so you can see a little bit of racing action, but they really do now pose a much better challenge. They're more attacking, more aggressive, they follow a more natural racing line. It's fun to race the AI around this track now. Oh. Touched the grass there. Instantly knew though. Feel the wheel go light. Lot of violent rumbling. Oh, change up. Oh, they just look great. They sound great. They feel great. And this has got to be one of the best versions of Road America out there. Like I say, I just love the way that the car and the track surface seem to interact with each other and feed back off of each other.
Alright, Jason, don't let this guy distract you.
Oh, hey. Little bit of lock up there. The old load cell brake there, I just eased a little bit of pressure off. The wheel started to rotate again, and I ended up having to go deep and square the corner off. But it's exactly what you'd expect. This is what feels right. Feels realistic to me. It matches up what you see in the real world of racing, you know? If you ever watch these monstrous champ cars. You know, there used to be a fantastic champ car mod for AMS1, and I've been just dying for somebody to do it in a more modern sim racing title. Thankfully, Racin Studios themselves have stepped up, and they have produced this fantastic content. You know, this must be one of these Racin USA DLC packs have got to be some of the best DLC that they've produced. Some of the cars and the tracks that they've offered us and opened up so many racing combinations and possibilities. It's just But I've never raced open wheelers as much as I have since I got these. You know, I'm a little bit of a slower driver, pace driver, so I do like my tin tops. But I used to be a keen follower of champ cars back in the day. And this has allowed me just to roll the years back. Ooh, understeer. And enjoy getting behind the wheel of these sort of rough and ready race cars, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Gosh, should we get one more manoeuvre in before the flag drops? He's got the inside. I've outbraked him. I've outbraked myself. He's going to come back at me. He's there. Oh! Luckily, he backed out before I did. But again, we didn't bang, we didn't crash, they didn't nerf me off. I was slow out the other corner. Look, he's going to come back at me. Is he going to get me before the line?
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh. But that's another demonstration of how well the AI is now round here. Well, that was a quick look at the new 1995 spec Formula USA Gen 1 or 95 spec champ cars for Automobilista 2 by Racin Studios. I love this circuit. I love this version of it. So if you fancy some, you know, more American content, check out the Racin USA DLC packs. If you can, get both. If not, have a look at them, see which one offers you the best combination, and go for it. But you will not be disappointed. Right, all being well, there'll be some more videos for you to click on. So why not, if you enjoyed this one, click one of those and enjoy one of those as well. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Oh, don't forget, if you've tried out any of the Champ Car content in Automobilista 2, tell me which seasons are your favourite and why. Alright, get down there in that comment section. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.